So, like some weeks ago, NASCAR, um, and a show of support to Bubba Wallace, a NASCAR driver who is black, and a show of support to uh, the end of racial injustice in the United States. They decided to ban Confederate flags um, at their race car tracks and uh, uh, let a driver paint his car with Black Lives Matter, and they're going to allow kneeling during the anthem and the such, and as a show of solidarity to black people. Well, like a day ago or so, uh, Bubba Wallace uh, found a noose in his garage. Uh, Somebody, either a another race car driver, one of his team, or a sports fan, uh, had did this as a way of threatening Wallace for uh, speaking against the systemic abuses of police in the U.S. system. Um, and we all know why a noose is being used. It's to harken back on the days when the KKK, with the support of the state, would publicly lynch black people. Um, it is a very racist symbol to use. So this again shows like how ingrained the hatred of black people is. That when you go against it, you have people like this that will threaten people for trying to get equal treatment. It is pretty much no different than back when, we had Jim Crow laws and the civil rights movement and people were threatened for wanting equal rights. Nothing has really changed in America.
A federal investigation has been launched into the noose that was found in NASCAR star Bubba Wallace's garage stall. This as fellow drivers rallied alongside him yesterday to show their support. Fellow drivers, pit crew, and other NASCAR employees escorted Wallace's number 43 car. Then they all stood around his car for the national anthem. As far as the investigation, NASCAR confirmed that no fans have access to that garage, only a few essential personnel.
Oh, well, I am really happy to see the show of support by everybody else. It's great. Because the only way to end racism is when, people unify as a single voice and say, no, we will not tolerate watching our fellow citizens be treated in such a way due to their skin tone. But if it's just a few essential personnel that has access to his garage, it will greatly reduce the amount of time needed to find this guy and prosecute him for a hate crime, terroristic threats, and whatever else that could possibly be thrown at him, and give him time for this action. People need to know that this kind of behavior will not be tolerated.
NASCAR's president, Steve Phelps, said yesterday whomever is found responsible will be banned from the sport for life.